Assalamualaikum. We are from K1S2 Group 19. Let me introduce you our group member. Nurul Azri Idina binti Zamri, Nur Hashirah binti Roslan, Muhammad Rizwan bin Muhammad Syukri, Muhammad Adib bin Muhammad. Transportation and Geotechnical Engineering. Transportation engineers plan, design, construct, operate and maintain transportation systems. Transportation engineers can fully evaluate the supply and demand in their sector. The supply for this type of engineer is the number of infrastructure components. Geotechnical engineering is the study of the behavior of soils under the influence of loading forces and soil-water interactions. This knowledge is applied to the design of foundations, retaining walls, earth dams, and geosynthetics for waste containment. Environmental engineering. Environmental engineers identify the source of harmful compounds. For example, environmental engineers study lakes or other bodies of water affected by harmful compounds and trace the contaminant's origin, which can be near or far from the contaminated body of water. Hydraulics and hydrology. Hydraulics is concerned with the conveyance of water through pipes and channels such as stream, river, lake and ocean. In land development, hydraulic analysis is used after the hydrology reporting process in order to design stormwater conveyor networks, calculate the depth of flow in pipes, and determine open channel flow in ditches and swales. Hydrology is the study of rainfall and water, especially its movement. In relation to land, it represents the quantity of water generated from a specific area or watershed. It deals with the circulation of water through the hydrologic cycle and the quantification of flows that are produced by rainfall. Structural engineering. Structural engineering is the field of engineering that deals with the structural integrity and strength of a building or structure. Structural engineering is a specialty of civil engineering that ensures the structures are safe, stable and don't collapse under applied loads. It is mainly focused on analysis and design of the structure.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Azri Idina binti Zamri. I will discuss about assignment 1 from K1. The question is, discuss and prepare a PowerPoint on issues of civil engineering related to geological, geotechnical and transportation engineering in tropical climate. Transportation engineering is the application of scientific and technological principles in the planning, functional design, operation and facilities management for any means of transport such as road, rail, water and air in order to provide a safe, fast, comfortable, convenient, economic travel for people and goods.
Issue that related to transportation engineering. Impacts in land-based transportation. First, impacts on roadways. Higher temperature can cause pavement to soften and expand. Heavy rains may result in flooding, which could disrupt traffic, delay construction activities and weaken or wash out the soil and culvert that support roads, tunnels and bridges. Second, impact on ice roads. Frozen roads often used to connect northern communities as well as the oil, gas and mining industry. Warming temperature would reduce the number of days when ice roads are open, limiting transportation access to these areas.
Geological engineering is to reservoir design and location, determination of slope stability for construction purpose and determination of earthquake, flood or subsidence danger in areas considered for roads, pipelines or other engineering works.
Issue related to geological engineering in tropical climate. Road construction in mountain area with a humid tropical element is often plagued by slope instability. Stress relief and weathering are the dominant process that affect the durability of a man-made road slope after excavation.
Geotechnical engineering is the study of the behavior of soils under the influence of loading forces and soil-water interactions. Working as a geotechnical engineer, you will support design and construction by carrying out testing and analysis to assess risks to humans and the environment. Risks can arise from natural hazards.
issues that related to geotechnical engineering in tropical climate. The temperature effect on the engineering performance of soil is an increasingly important area in geotechnical. Soil that surrounding infrastructures exposed to elevated temperature for a long period of time could suffer some effect in terms of hydraulic and mechanical properties.
Structural engineering is a subdiscipline of civil engineering in which structural engineers are trained to design the bones and muscles that create the form and shape of man-made structures. More detail about it, structural engineering have 5 subfields. The first is the buildings. Structural engineers have designed and construct buildings so they stay standing after the scaffolding has been taken away, but buildings come in many forms. A new home might require structural engineers input, but so will a skyscraper, a new opera house or football stadium. The second is aeronautical. Aircraft, satellites and even space vessels need to be developed. The role of a structural engineer is fundamental in this process. Not only do they have to create a structure that can withstand the rigors of the environment, but also that one that operates consistently under those conditions. The third is oil and gas. Whether it is a pipeline, a rig, a gas or oil field, the one thing that is common across exploration of this kind that the structures are vast. Structural engineers must be prepared to work on massive projects whether they end up designing, testing or inspecting the equipment. The fourth is nautical. Passengers vessels, cargo ships and boats of all other kinds might form the bulk of the engineering done at sea. And lastly is bridge. Whether it is a footbridge over a stream or a road bridge, each project will require a structural engineer to work on the design so the bridge both works with its environment. The individual task we have to do is find a steel or concrete building structure of 3-story high or higher of our choice in our local town. After that, we need to prepare a report about the building structure. Among the contents of the report is an explanation of architectural concepts, structural system, and materials used for the building. We also need to highlight selective structural elements with interesting features, include some photograph or illustration, and add any other additional interesting features if any. Discussing the task in more detail, it is seen that many choose the shopping mall because it is easy to think of and is a relatively large public location to explore. It is also clear that it can be said to be in every city in the country, even at least one, and can also qualify to have at least 3 floors or more. Just like me would choose Taipei Central Mall in Taipei, Perak. Due to the current situation in the post-COVID-19 pandemic, visitors are not so many, and we will have more comfort to observe the structures and materials used on the entire building, as well as take closer pictures from various perspectives. We can identify structural elements, especially with interesting features such as slender columns, long span beams, trusses, and also any other interesting features such as green, sustainable concept, friendly for disabled people or others. With a good observation of the building and also coupled with more detailed search results using search engines such as Google, we will be able to prepare our report in full with photograph and illustration, especially on the explanation of the architectural concept.
Next, water usage in daily life by Nur Hashira binti Roslan. We never know the worth of water till the well is dry by Thomas Fuller. Have you ever wondered how important water is in our daily life? Is it for eating healthy food, stay hygiene, and boost our energy? In assignment 2, students need to answer 3 questions regarding to their water usage in daily life. Here shows table of water consumption to all family members. All family members, including father, mother, me and sister, and the total person is 4. As you can see, from January to December, all the data of water consumption to all family members was collected. If you want to see the trend line, you need to use a line chart. So here shows a line chart of water consumption to all family members. Water usage depends on different activity. The activity is laundry, shower, and cooking. The amount of water I use for one-time shower is approximately 280 meter cubic. Usually, I will take 2 showers per day. However, I will take 3 times shower, sometimes due to the hot weather and leisure. Therefore, the amount of water I use for laundry is about 467.5 meter cubic for my whole family clothes. Last but not least, the amount of water I use for cooking is about 185 meter cubic. This is because I need to use the water to wash rice, vegetable, meat, and fish. Not only that, I will also boil the soup for every family member. So, I will consume a lot of water in every meal. As you can see here is a pie chart of the percentage water usage in year 2021. Laundry 50.1%, shower 50.1%, and the cooking 19.8%. Next is table of energy consumption to all family members from January to December. If you want to see the trend line, you need to use line chart. So here is the line chart of energy consumption to all family members from January to December in 2021.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adib bin Muhammad. I am from K1S2. So the topic is important, conserve water and improve environmental health. It is from assignment 1 from K2S2.
Small action that give big impact to environment is throwing the rubbish into the water related area like riverside and sea. If we throw rubbish into the sea or river, it will deplete the oxygen in the water. Due to the lack of oxygen, this will be affect the marine life. All of them will suffer to survive of this problem. Plastic material also cause the marine life suffocate and cock.
One problem in watershed is deforestation. It destroys the habitat of flora and fauna in the land and the sea. It also causes the landslide. 3 solutions to overcome this. First, replant the tree by natural seeding by of the artificial planting of seed or young tree. It helps to reduce probability to happen and landslide. Second, reduce the usage of paper and recycle the paper. It is because several thousand of paper being recycled can avoid the cutting of 17 trees. Third is enhance the fine when arrest the illegal logging. They afraid to do this activity again.
There are 3 rules of perspective in dam construction. First, civil engineer. They draw the plan and design with all information that they provide. They also decide the best type of the dam and suitable material to use. Second is geology. They select the most suitable site and the design of the most economical and construction of the dam. They check whether the dam foundation is malleable. They also responsible for designing and abandonment dam. Third is surveyors. Record the precise measurement of the dam, identify the boundary, and translate the map dam construction plans into a series of spartanly accurate surface coordinates.
The coastal forces are wind, water wave, tides, and current, and the coastal physical features are cave and cliff, beaches, and mudflats. It is because the wind creates the water wave and surface current, then the water wave and current induce shear stress on the bed. Therefore, the sand, SRV, and other bed materials sedimented into the water. So, when the supply is more than demand, will cause the coastline advance, but when the supply is less than demand, will cause the coastline retreat. For a change to any of the existing interacting parameter can create an ambient an imbalance. The result in coastal erosion and accretion is the seasonal change. It's due when the seasonal change, the wind also will increase or decrease. So the wind may create more or less water wave and surface current and cause the coastal erosion and accretion.
Three-way formulation public to overcome water problem. First, avoid to waste water. For example, we can water the plant using the rice washing water. We also make sure no water leaks texture. Second, report factory dumping toxic chemical into the water. It can show the importance of water to public. Third, avoid to throw the rubbish into the water. It can pollute the river and the water in the river will flow into the sea and cause the water related problem.